Oh, hey, Poppin. Hey, everybody. Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, right.
Right. Hey, Claire, I wanna do something with y'all real quick.
Go for it. Go for it.
Hey, when I say five, y'all say four. Five,
Why?
five,
Fo?
five.
What are you doing, Poppin?
Come on now,
I'm waiting on Edge, Fo.
Edge, bring your ass. When I say five, you say four. Five.
Fo. He is so
Yeah.
quiet. Oh, my God. What you doing, Poppin?
Hey. Listen, that is exactly what we got. 54 funky ass yards. Yeah,
I
yeah,
wondered
yes,
if that's where you were going with
yeah.
it.
My bad. Go ahead, Claire. I just had to start the show off with that energy. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's a great way to start off the show. I was gonna go another direction, but that was even better. Jesus. Hi, y'all. Welcome to the 704 Charlotte Bound Show. Apparently we're all jokes tonight. Yeah, I know it says NFC South champs. Obviously not yet. We're waiting to see how this Sunday's gonna go, but 54, as Poppin said, 54 yards. That's crazy. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna see what maybe it'll take for us to get to that NFC South championship title. But first, let me look over. We got D Money's in here. Hey, D Money. Vosh is also in
Money.
here. That was a good one. Sounds just like him. Nirvash is in here. And he says that's a scary picture. What's a scary? I guess he's talking about. Is he talking about yours, Pop?
Yeah. He know.
Supernova Moore. Hey, Salute family. Hey, Supernova.
Nova.
I don't know about all that. Him and his 54 yards. Sounds like 54 reasons to get rid of him. Let me not start. And then I'm assuming a Saints fan. I don't want to assume that St. Gotti is a Saints fan, but he said, yo, hola, or someone in Spanish.
Hola.
Hola. I think Saturday. Okay, I'm sorry. Thank you. I'm so used to Sundays, Supernova. Thank you. So, and then, he's not a Saints fan. Okay, sorry for assuming he was a Saints fan. He's a Panthers fan. Okay, good. I feel better now. And then D Money's in here. Hey, D Money. What's going on?
What's going on, family? How everybody doing this beautiful Monday?
Money.
Oh, we were just talking about our 54 yards.
Yeah.
Oh, that 5-4 he was just talking about. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. Historical.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was the lowest that we've had. Was that the lowest we've had since 2023? Is that the lowest?
That might be his
I
lowest
would have to
going
think
yards ever.
Oh, hey,
I believe,
Liz.
but I could be
Elizabeth
wrong.
Lassiter. Hey, Liz. 100% get rid of Bryce. Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of hard to play 4 quarters and only muster 54 yards without an injury.
Without there being a significant reason for it. Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
That ankle was taped up too.
Mm.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, awesome.
Midnight Hammer 98. That's he said BY 54 is crazy.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
Yeah, we said trends.
But you also know that 5 + 4 = 9. So
Hey,
Oh,
magical.
we just had to take it there, didn't we?
Yeah.
But let's talk, guys. So NFC champs or NFC South champs, as you see with the the question marks. Those could have been exclamation marks, honestly, had we taken care of business on Sunday. But we kind of had to let that one get away from us. What does I think? Here's what I'm going to do. I'll just pose a simple question. I can even talk on it, but what is it going to take? Because we cannot be the same team that just walked in to our stadium and played that way with that little bit of yards. With there being obviously there's some highlights on defense. There's just an overall lack of It seemed like a lack of chemistry, a lack of a lot of things on the offense. But what do you guys think it's going to take, other than the obvious being just don't play like how you did on Sunday? Like, what do you think it's going to take to face Tampa?
Really just no turnover. I feel
No
like,
turnovers.
yeah, Tampa Bay hasn't been playing well themselves. I understand that everything's on the line, so they're gonna try to give their best effort. But as far as our Panthers, when we win, we play mistake-free football, and it seems to carry over in us doing the right things and everything in the other phases. So I feel like if we don't turn the ball over, we have a legitimate chance of taking the South.
Okay, and I mean that also seems self-explanatory. Just taking care of the ball, and just finding a way to move the chains, because we had so many 3 and outs. It felt. I think it was someone had it up yesterday where it was like there was like 9 drives where it ended in either a 3 and out or it was something like that. It was some ridiculously high number. I mean, anyone else edge anything other than just obviously taking care of the ball that you could see that would help get us to that point of actually being the NFC South champs for the first time in years?
Well, my thing is with that though, since we're alternating wins and losses, since we lost on Sunday,
Oh God!
I think
Don't you dare!
We're guaranteed to win.
We're guaranteed to win. Oh no!
This Saturday,
that's how you know we lost right there. Because
I was about to say we just got cursed.
Yep. Thank you. See you next year. Thank y'all for coming out. Appreciate it.
We'll see y'all next week.
Go to Edge curse.
Hey, fuck it. I might as well be cursed Edge, man. I might as well be Dark Man Edge for the rest of the goddamn year. So fuck it. That's what y'all can call me now. You can call me Dark Man Edge. I put everybody in the darkness. But no, like what we need to do on some real shit, what we actually need to do is figure out a way to get the ball down the field. And I don't care if it's XL getting the ball, Tech getting the ball, Horn getting the ball. I don't even damn if it's fucking David Moore getting the goddamn ball or Hunter Renfrow. I don't care.
I haven't even seen David Moore on the field. Is he even
put the ball down the field, man? Like, put the ball down the field. I don't care no more. Like, activate everybody and just do jets. Just do fucking.
Don't do jet sweeps the whole game. Don't you dare.
Just do goddamn fly routes. Just do goddamn fly routes for the fastest guys and just put the ball down the field. At least show that you got some pride and some gumption upon yourself to actually do something. Unlike y'all doing that victory formation in front of all those fans being disrespectful as hell. Like that was hella disrespectful. Now that sign that showed that. Right. No, what that's another subject for another time on the show. But that's what we got to do, man. Just put the ball in the air. Don't abandon the run. And just just do what you got to do.
Okay. I was about to say. Go ahead, Poppin.
Yeah, I think some players
bringing someone in. It's Pickle. Hey, Pickle. How are you?
What up, Pickle?
I
think I've seen bigger nuts on Sir Purr than some of the players on this team.
Oh
no. So don't go out there and cough a fur ball. Actually, act like you want to win.
Right.
This could be your last game. For some of y'all, period.
I was going to say it could be. Well, yeah, unless you're looking at, we've got a list of guys who are going to be going into free agency. And if even if you're not going to be re-signed by Carolina, you have to also be thinking about this is kind of like your resume and your interview in a sense that you're putting out here on the field, your product, and playing like dog shit is not really a good way to go about it.
Yeah. I mean,
I was gonna say, Poppin, you want to keep going? I don't know if you were done.
Yeah, just a tad bit. Some of y'all, this could be your last game. When I mean last game, I mean like ever. You may never play on another damn team. You might, because you didn't get the opportunity to showcase your skills. This is the time to actually do it. Some of y'all would never play for the Carolina Panthers again because money wise. So you want to showcase how much you can do. So you got to put it all the way out there because nothing is promised. So you got to play like it's your last. If you go out there and play as if you're gonna get another meal, you don't know that. That's not promised. So you need to look like there's steak at the end of that W. Good old T-bone. You know,
Fair.
And that's just it. Go ahead, Pickle.
Yeah, go ahead, Pickle.
Yeah. Just to answer Claire, Moore's been on injury reserve.
Okay, I was about to say I have not seen him. I just didn't know if they just were not if he was a healthy scratch and they just weren't using him.
Right. He's been practicing.
Thank you, Ernest Kapu.
Like 2 weeks.
Tampa Bay plays 11:30 this Saturday. Okay.
Right. But it's like Hunt. I think they'll play, but they got to get their offensive going. I mean, I have my own personal belief that J.C. Horn purposely grabbed that dude's mask because he was frustrated with the offense. But
right,
my opinion. So,
I mean, I like Liz's idea. We just had it up, but she was saying to put Serper under center and have him do the QB sneaks. I mean,
hey, if that's true, that every time Carolina Mike goes to the game, we lose. Hey, retire Carolina Mike.
I had that up. I chuckled.
I agree.
Is it true? Is that true?
it must be because if that's the case,
care about that $150,000. All right, he can stay at the house.
$150,000. I can buy that. Yeah, stay your ass. Ain't he in Minnesota or somewhere? Stay yo.
I don't know what that
stay over
I
there,
thought he sold life insurance.
Matter of fact, go to New Orleans.
Yeah.
Hey, quit wearing those socks with them khaki shorts, bro. It's not a great representation of swag in the 704.
Put that $150,000 in New Orleans brokers. You know what I'm saying?
And buy some Bojangles.
Go. They sent him a whole cooler of Bojangles. Now who gonna eat that cold ass, frozen ass chicken tenders?
That's why they made microwave, dog. I'm a sucker for chicken. Let's not go there. A microwave, air fryer, a lighter if you need to. You can warm that chicken
up. A lighter.
What about biscuits?
Oh my goodness.
How you gonna eat frozen biscuits, sir?
No, I'm gonna use that as a weapon. So if we're failing that day, you throw the biscuits at our team.
That's true. I agree with that.
Y'all are diabolical. Throwing biscuits. I was gonna say, is there what do you think? Okay, so here's another question. I mean, what do you feel this team? What should we be concerned about? Like, what should be our concern? If you are
54.
Dave Canales and you're trying to get these guys ready, what are you concerned about? Looking at the tape from this last game, and just understand that you have to finish strong because now you have no choice. What's the biggest concern you think?
54.
My biggest concern is if we get down early and it's 10 points more, that whatever's the game plan we had all week, Dave bails from it. And then we're kind of playing it by ear. Like I said, that's one reason why I said the thing about ball control, because we can kind of dictate our narrative at that point. But if we get ourselves in messed up situations where we're down 10, we're on the road and we're down by 10 and it's early on, I'm afraid of where Dave is going to go with the play calling. That's where my concern goes.
Gotcha. And we've got drivers in here. What's up, driver?
What's happening?
Nah, driver, don't be coming in here popping up some crazy shit now. Tell the truth.
Nah, man. I'm civilized.
Okay. Pinky up. They got the pinky up.
You said with the pinky up.
Okay. Yeah. Just tell the truth Mondays now. All right.
You right. Hey, that's what the Panthers have. Panthers have Tell the Truth Mondays. Fuck it, we're gonna have a segment right here. It's called Tell the Truth Mondays. What did the fuck did you see?
Oh my goodness. I was gonna say, I mean, D Money made a great point. Eternal 252. He just said the Bucks, they don't have the same personnel as the Seahawks, so the offense will be better. Y'all think that's true?
Well, we put numbers on them, the other week. It depends on how Bowles and them adjust to what we did the week before. But
and they just lost to Miami. I'm not too sure where Miami's at with their defense, but I know that they've traded away some people recently.
Yeah, they got rid of Phillips, something else.
Yeah,
it's just Dave. I don't get concerned with Dave until it
Okay.
feels he has to bail from that game plan.
Gotcha. I was gonna say anybody. I mean, anyone can jump in if they feel that there's a concern other than what D Money's already said. Poppin, Edge, Panther, Driver.
Yeah, I
Well,
mean, I just take. I like I say, man. I think we just gotta compete. The players kind of took a back seat this game. I ain't gonna say that they didn't come out to win. I think
Right.
they got comfortable, in which is where we been at all year. A young team, they comfortable, they feel themselves, they think they, you know, at a point where they reached something or done something, then they come right back out and fall flat. But I mean, that's a part of young teams and like I say, they got up for the game. The Seattle hit them in the mouth. I mean, I look at it like I say, halftime it was 3-3.
Which is
So
crazy. I mean, that
I
was
I'm
well in
not
reach.
yeah, I'm not see, I look at the football as a whole, you know. It got away from us in the third quarter, in the fourth quarter, and that should happen to us because we at home and we only managed 3 points at halftime. So once we got to halftime, I said, well shit, we're gonna lose. Even if it's a 13-10 game. I just felt like they were more seasoned to win. So that's why I don't really I'm not looking at this game as a failure. I just look at this game like they're just learning how to win, you know, and now they playing better competition. Teams gonna, have some better, schemes. But like I say, defensively, they showed you that they could compete, you know. Offensively, we got more, of behind the chains or I saw a lot of 3rd and 2. So it's not to where when people look at our offense, I don't it's the box score don't really tell the whole story. So I want people just to understand that we was 1 for 11 on 3rd down. And we was
Yeah.
in a lot of 3rd and 2s. So what ticked me off and what I just feel like if you in 3rd and 2 and you can't run the ball and you don't got no trust in getting 3 yards, that mean we he ain't got no trust in the O line right now running the ball. So I just look at it like next week we playing against the Bucks. They defense ain't as good, but I mean I'm not gonna give it just an easy win. It's
Right.
a division game.
Yeah,
So
I was gonna say the Panthers.
yeah,
We've been so back and forth this year. Nothing should ever be regarded as an
You
easy
guys,
win
what?
for this team.
Just,
And I was
just to
gonna
let
say,
you guys,
speaking of which, Bucks is in here. What's up, Buck?
just to let you guys know, you guys are winning Saturday. Just to get you guys to give you guys how I'm feeling, how Buck fans are feeling right now. Buck season's over. We're, we're ready for
Buck,
we're
is you
ready.
sure about that?
Yeah, we're ready for the off season. We're
I
Hey,
ready.
you know,
mean,
We got the
Y'all ready?
13. We got the 13 pick right now. I'm happy with that. I'm ready for the off season. One,
I,
two, three.
I
go
understand that.
ahead, Pickle.
I was in a Bucks chat yesterday just for a few seconds. I think they threw me out because I made a suggestion. I said, y'all know if you win, if you beat the Panthers comes this weekend,
Yeah, Saturday.
and
Hmm.
you win the division, you're likely not firing your head coach. And they just booted me out. They wouldn't even. I
I
wouldn't even.
mean, but it's true.
Actually,
It
we
is true.
could. Actually, we could. Hold on for a minute. We actually could still get. He could still get fired because you know why? Falcons. Falcons win tonight. They win next week. Pa- Panthers still have the tiebreaker. You still be NFC
Right.
South champions.
Yeah, and I don't want it that way. But
yeah, I don't want it that. I was about to say I don't want my fate to come down to what the birds do.
I don't. Yeah.
I'll take it however I can get it.
I have a question for you guys. Are you guys watching the Falcons game tonight? Do you want the Falcons to win?
I never want the Falcons to win.
I mean,
I don't want the Falcons to win.
Honestly, I don't either. To be honest,
do some hate watch on. I'll watch a little bit. I always watch games. I'll watch a little bit of it until I get tired and go to bed. Which is probably around 9 or 10 o'clock, somewhere like that. I really don't care who wins. I purposely believe. I believe in the record. A lot of what they said, it's win, lose. I believe we'll win Saturday because it's win, lose. And then I think in the first game of the playoffs, we're going to be showed out in dramatic blowout fashion.
Yeah. Hey, I have another question for you guys.
It is what it is.
If you're not a Panthers fan, but if we're not biased, who you honestly think is going to win, Bucks and Panthers? If we're not biased,
I personally believe the Panthers will win, and I say that because I don't believe the Bucks. Most of the Bucks players have heart to win.
Me either.
I believe they've kind of said, okay, I want to go home. And I mean,
here's my thing. Not to cut you off, Nickel, but here's my thing though with all this. I mean, not to say anything negative about either team, one of them being my own team, but the Bucks have been almost just as inconsistent as we've been. They've lost to teams that have made me scratch my head, and we've lost to teams that have also made. There's also been teams that we've beaten. And I'm like, how the hell did we pull that off? So I mean, it's one of those situations where if there was ever two teams where I feel like you could literally flip a coin, call it in the air, and whoever it lands on that would probably be the winner. It's a coin flip. I have no idea. I genuinely, coming from an unbiased point of view, I genuinely don't have a clue. I don't have a clue. And D-Money, I know you were trying to speak up earlier. What were you about to say?
Well, it's just the thing when you hit the nail on the head. When you have two inconsistent teams, regardless how they got there and their inconsistency or whatever,
right?
It's hard. It's hard to go from a non-biased view and pick a team. But you know me, my bias run deep, so we beating Tampa Bay. But it's just one of those. It's just one of those things to me
I don't
that
want the Bucks to win. Coming from a Bucks fan, I don't want the Bucks to win. I really don't.
Why? That is wild. Why do you not want them to win?
Yeah, that is kind of crazy.
He wants Todd Bowles to be fired.
He deserves
I have heard that.
He deserves it. How did you go from the worst collapse in the National Football League? This is worse than the 2008 Buccaneers.
Easy injuries, key players.
No.
In 8 games,
please, Lord, don't make
it 8 games they've won.
We had 6-string receivers from 5-1.
I understand why they went in fired.
But Baker Mayfield ain't got but one shoulder.
Well, he knows how to use it anyway.
Please, Lord, don't make that excuse, Lord. Please don't say it.
Bro, I ain't making no excuse for no Buccaneers.
I mean to get fired.
Coach get fired.
I tell you who would make a great head coach for the Tampa Bay Bucks. Really,
Claire would be pretty good.
Matt Rule.
I'd be getting rid of a lot of people. D-Money. Don't put me in that position of power.
Really. I'm being sarcastic, by the way, too. Matt Rule. Yeah, Matt Rule would make a great head coach.
Oh God, Pickle. Oh my Lord.
Pickle, stop, bro. And Nebraska just gave him some more money. That ain't happening.
I was gonna say, Todd Bowles. I mean, he just signed an extension within his own right. I don't see him going away anytime soon.
Because you know what, we did that to I think we did it to Gruden or Dungy. We did it to Dungy. He got fired the exact same way. He had a losing record. He got fired after that game. Immediately fired.
Well, I'm not going to say that it can't happen because anything is possible. But I mean, at the same time, I just find it extremely hard to believe that they're going to give him an extension and then just up and pull the rug out from underneath him.
I have a question for you guys. Do you guys see what Adam Rappaport report said yesterday?
No, I have not seen. What about what?
Adam Rappaport report, Todd Bowles' job is safe. I don't believe it until I hear from the Glazers. Until I hear from upstairs.
If Mike McDaniel still have a job, Todd Bowles can keep it.
I was about to say.
Yeah, I tell you
There
what.
are coaches who have been fired for less than, I don't know, being the reigning champion team for the last 5 years, and then all of a sudden they're just not.
But we listen. The worst, winning the worst division in football. Do you deserve a trophy for that? Really,
Okay, but it doesn't. But okay, we're getting way off topic. The point is, the bottom line is, when it comes to the NFC South, it just happens to fall our way that we are one of the worst divisions. We have been in one of the worst divisions for a while now. Mm-hmm. Okay, at one point it was the NFC East. It has not always been that way.
Yep, agree.
And Tampa Bay was complaining when they was winning that sorry ass division. Now were they?
Nope, it sure wasn't complaining.
So, look, y'all, let's listen to TD real quick. Okay,
this can't happen. When you want to be a playoff team, when you are fighting for a chance to secure your spot and establish yourself as an up-and-coming football team, offensively, 139 yards, 2.7 yards per play, 10 first downs in the entire game, and 1 for 11 on third down is not something that a playoff team does, in particular at home. So as a team, you have to put every single thing on the table when you go back and you watch this film. And it can't be any protecting any feelings. It can't be, the players this, that. It has to be a collective effort. Everybody has to look at themselves in the mirror and say, how can I be better so that this doesn't happen again?
Preach. My God. I mean, it's true. And I love that he did hint on, you cannot be protecting anyone's feelings, because I'm not trying to say that this has become part of our culture stamp where we do a lot of like protecting of players' feelings, but there does seem to sometimes we seem to almost want to preface anytime that there's a critique or anytime a coach, comes up and they want to talk about some things. It has sometimes been said in not in really a soft manner, but it's usually led to believe like, he would tell you that he would want all that back and it's just, you at this point you can't afford to. Being nice is a luxury. I'll put it that way. I think being nice at this point, when you're looking back at film, is a luxury. You can't afford to be.
Facts. I like that.
So I mean, with what we just saw, with what TD said, I mean, that's gonna be my little spiel about it. Anybody want to harp on it? Who's on here? Driver, Edge, Poppin'. I mean, and anybody just jump in. Just don't all talk at once, or I'm gonna, I'll just start picking on you guys to go.
No bullshit though. Like for real, like we need. if this is what you're gonna bring to the playoffs, you might as well not even show the fuck up. Might as well not even be here. Just don't be here no more.
I wish we could have a tie for week 18. Just have a draw.
A tie. Well, I mean, there's still. I don't know if that'll happen.
If we tie, then we still get in.
That's what I said. That's what I want to happen.
When I say I kind of disagree with that, I mean, we got to look at this, fellas. We was the worst team in the division last year, or maybe tied as the worst.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is, okay, we know football, and most people that be on the Panthers pretty much know football based on, what we saw, or however the case may be on our history, or however the case, down that line. But, we knew this team wasn't going to be just going out, winning 4-5 games in a row, or just having that, nobody had that belief in this team, So
right.
I'm not giving excuses, but I'm saying it's kind of more of a like, we should be, happy that the team could get to the playoffs. Even if, I mean, why would we not be, celebrating this team from coming from a 5-win team to going to the playoffs?
Bro, they were trying to drug test me at the beginning of the season when I said this was possible, bro.
I know, but when I kind of hear people say, well, they shouldn't play in the playoffs if they gonna play, I feel like this. If we make it, bro, that's exceeding expectations itself.
Exactly.
I mean, you're not wrong.
And I want a division champ T-shirt, man.
And the reason why, because of Bryce Young. That's why they're not gonna give Bryce Young no credit.
I mean,
Coming from a Bucks fan, they're not gonna
look,
give Bryce.
Bryce Young
get
is
Bryce
almost a
out of
whole
this
separate
right
is
now.
almost a whole separate conversation.
Why you guys
There's
hyping-
there's
you
going to
guys-
be plenty of conversations
you guys are
regarding him
Panther
this
fans.
offseason anyway.
If he
True,
if
this
he makes the
week.
playoffs, you have to pay him. That's that simple, you guys.
Well, here's my thing. We don't have to do anything. They can choose to not do it. You don't have to pay him.
Fifth year option guarantee. You wouldn't make the playoffs.
It's not fifth year option's not guaranteed. Here's the thing y'all need to understand. And this is not me speaking like I know. This is not me acting like I've been in that front office. I don't know jack shit. Okay. But my point is they do not have to do anything. They don't. They literally can just say, guess what? Because of how things have gone, we're going in the right direction. We want to make sure that we are sold on you. Mm-hmm. So we want to make sure that you're our conviction guy. So play out your fourth year. And if you're worth it, we'll pay you. Mm-hmm. That could also be the alternative. So they don't have to do anything. Just because that happens and we make it to the playoffs, even if we lose the very next game that we play, our first playoff game, they don't have to do anything. We've also seen where that's not always gone into the way of the team. Daniel Jones, for example, he's doing great now, or he was until he got injured with Indianapolis. But with the Giants, they made a playoff berth once. They paid him instead of Saquon, and Saquon's now the one with a Super Bowl ring, and not Daniel Jones. There's also Trevor Lawrence, which finally he's starting to get his shit together. But for a while, it seemed like paying him was a stupid thing to do because of one playoff berth. So just because he makes the playoffs, it's not a guarantee. And this team could go any. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was just saying. I think the idea that saying he makes the playoffs is what's going to seal the deal for him. I'm not saying that it's not true. It probably will, but don't also be shocked if they don't do anything and they let him play out his fourth year, determined based off of that if the growth is truly there within himself, not just the team within Bryce, before they decide to slap a big number on him when it comes to an actual contract. So.
Yeah, I mean, but this offense, I mean, like I say, man, I felt this way. This offense wasn't gonna be that, that explosive until the next year. I mean, once they started tick at the number one, you should already knew that, he was gonna get majority of the balls this year. I mean, that's with any number one top pick. When they draft a player number 8, the value of him got to be determined. You get what I'm saying? I mean, they throwing that ball to him no matter what. So it's gonna be inconsistent on offense because they're putting a piece with a quarterback he never played. They never played together before. So they attention and their decision making is gonna be pretty much based on around tech. So that's why I say this year more about they exceed expectation because he could have had 1,000 yards. I don't know what he ranked at now, but he close to it. So
I agree with you somewhat. Where I disagree is where I think the true growth from this team has gone for us winning the amount of games that we were and exceeding expectations, and that's on that defense. I'm sorry, but it's the defense. It's not the offense. Statistically speaking, the offense right now is in last place in a lot of major categories, especially in regards to the pass.
Wow.
Rushing is a little different, but we are still like 28, 29, 30, 27, 25. We are still like in that lower half when it comes to passing the ball. On target percentage by the quarterback is ranked, I think he's like ranked 22nd, which is not good. So, I mean, there's still a lot of growth and other things that need to happen. That defense, though, was the historically worst defense that has ever been seen in the NFL. Okay.
Wow.
And the fact that right now the run defense, I don't know what it's been. Put it this way: prior to this game that was just played, the run defense was ranked 16th, and the pass was ranked somewhere around like the 17th or something like that. So they have come a long way.
Man.
So
we got the worst defense.
I don't know if that's statistically true or not, Buck, but if that's how you feel, let's
true
either. Who crashes out the let's take a listen to this real quick. Hold on, y'all. I was gonna say, I just had that up. Okay, never mind. I was trying to get something to work.
Where's your buddy, you guys? RTP. I guess he's hiding from you guys.
Who?
RTP. He used to be on your channel before. Came to your channel.
Well,
that a Bucks fan. Oh no, you remember?
Ain't that your brother? Y'all both light skinned.
I was about to say.
Oh Lord, Jesus.
Y'all both light skinned.
You're funny. That's a good one. We're not related, by the way. Ha ha.
Well, I would imagine not. Let's go ahead and take a listen to this.
That was funny.
Coach, when we see a very good defense as the Seattle Seahawks, a very, very good defense, how much pressure does that put on you? Because you just kind of mentioned a little bit about, man, I have to come up with some different type of calls and things like that. So what goes through your mind in that when you're trying to figure out, man, these guys are really playing well?
Yeah, I mean, first and foremost, matching that energy and making sure we play fast and physical, and they do that, and then also just the respect I have for Coach McDonald and the way that he balances the calls in different areas and, tries to complement different looks so that it's not so predictable. Those are the things that as a play caller that I have to be aware of in the game, going into the game as well, to say, okay, when he does this, then this is usually his next call, and try to anticipate some of those things. And, without fail, he'll change his rhythm up, and that's where your plays have to have answers, and there's got to be something built in for a 2-shell zone. There's got to be something built in for a man-to-man type of thing. And then Bryce got to take care of us if it goes to cover 0. He had another awesome opportunity in the game, threw it up to T-Mac. Unfortunately, we were offsides by formation on that. But he's got to be able to take care of us in cover 0 if there's an opportunity out there. And he's done a great job of just getting us to the right plays, getting everybody organized in a timely fashion.
It's funny how he said Bryce got to take care of us in cover 0, but what about cover 2? What about cover 1? What about
it's also funny that that he threw him under the bus, which we knew that was going to happen.
I don't know if I would call throwing him under the bus.
Yeah, I was about to say that. I don't know if it was throwing him. Might have tripped him and he fell under the bus, but I don't know about that.
It was more about, you got to look at what he said, because he said that he threw it up to T-Mac once, but it was an offside. So who was offsides on that play?
I don't know.
Which I think it was XL, because I think he lied up offsides.
So here's the dumb thing about that. If the wide receivers, they usually don't they check with the line judge before they do anything? Yes. Aren't they supposed to check? So if he checked the finger point, so then what the fuck?
Hey, you know
okay. Lord,
you know what's the key for the Panthers to win Saturday? Running the ball and throw it to the tight end.
Well, and this it's come back to coaching, because I kind of try to tell people, like, if you saw that play that Bryce got sacked and he was handing the ball out to Chuba and Chuba didn't know where the play was going, that's more indicative of the coach. You know what I'm saying? See, this the what, second time it didn't happen. It happened in the New Orleans game, the reason why we lost, and it happened in this game. It wasn't the reason why we lost, but it's a constant, something that's constantly happening, especially with Chuba. So if coaching and having players to be able to know the play going into the huddle and execute the plays, I mean, a lot of that, that's why I say it's more about just coaches got to kind of catch up with the players. Yeah, I think the coach behind.
I was watching the Panthers game.
27th in points per game. Yeah, that is ridiculous.
I was watching the Panthers game, double box Sunday. I was watching the whole Panthers game while I was watching the Bucks game. I said the Panthers should have won the game. It was a good first half. I said, really? What happened?
We kind of talked about that already. I was going to say, whoever was speaking can go ahead. I was just going to say, we've kind of already touched on that, just kind of how we were. I mean, we were 3-3. I mean, the defense did their job somehow. our offense could not get more than 3 points on the board. And it was evident once we got into about the third quarter, just kind of the direction of where that game was going to go. 54 yards. I think we had less than 100 total yards. I could be wrong. Someone quote me on that. But by either way, 54 yards passing is not going to get you anywhere. I don't care who you are.
The box score, but looking at the box score, was 3-3 in the first half. But the second half doesn't tell you the whole. The game doesn't tell you the whole story by looking at the box score.
Well, right. It just, I don't know. I mean, so this is kind of like where, you know, I start questioning, and I'll bring this up too. We can talk about this a little bit. And because this will lead off. If we pull off a win, okay, how far do you guys think we go? If we pull off a win on Sunday and we make it in, how far does anyone think we go?
The game is Saturday.
Saturday, y'all know. Okay, y'all know what I mean. If I say Saturday or Sunday, y'all know what I freaking mean.
Okay, I think we can win one game. I believe we could win that home game in the playoffs, depending on the matchup. I think we could, because
I don't think so.
Well, y'all can rebuttal each other. Let D Money talk. Go ahead.
Just for the fact, like if we was like beating the teams that we were supposed to, and had been dropping them to teams that they would say we were supposed to, then I would have no faith, right? But we beat the Rams. You know what I mean? We beat the Packers. We beat teams that are playoff caliber teams. So I have a belief that we could come in, especially it being a home game, and actually come out and win that game.
But the playoffs is different. Playoffs is a different animal, though.
Yeah,
I don't care if it's a bear, a tiger, or a lion. That's how I feel.
Fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna say one and done. We go. If we get there, we gone that next day. Yeah, we out.
Does anyone know who we would if things fall the way they may, and if we do win Saturday? Does anyone know who, like how it lines up? We would obviously be fourth.
We'll be playing
the Rams.
So does anyone know who the fifth seed is off the top of their head? Anybody?
It would be the Rams.
Oh dear God.
If they win tonight,
if they win tonight, it'll be the Rams.
So how many?
Hold on. I got two of you talking at once. Go ahead, driver.
I was saying is this. I mean, yeah. It, you know, we can't. We beat teams. You know, the defense. You know, they stingy. We just, you know, we got another game to kind of get back going. I think this team, like I say, they good playing, you know, as an underdog. I think they showed that all year. They get a home playoff game, they're gonna be the underdog. So I just think that first round at home, they can win that game. That's a hey, I think they really will beat anybody though.
I like you.
That first game. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Gotcha. And do you guys?
How you gonna?
Whoever was speaking.
Is anybody going to week 18 game? By the way,
How we gonna do that with 54 yards, driver?
Well, I was about to.
We don't throw for 56.
Well, I want to ask you this: how many times Jalen Hurts threw 100 yards last year? They won the Super Bowl.
That's a good
Jalen Hurts
question.
always threw for 100 yards.
No, he has not.
The point that I'm making is it can happen. Anybody can throw for 100 yards, other 100 yards. That's football.
Yeah, but he was 100 yards. He was 100 yards consistent and efficient.
And not to mention, we also have a running back who's going to exceed 2,000 yards either.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So where is Saquon on this team?
It's just like
You do have
Seattle. They had more running yards than they had passing yards.
You guys have better weapons.
Correct.
Too.
So at the end of the day, it's football.
My Lord.
I just gave you a scenario. Seattle yesterday just beat us with more rushing yards than passing yards.
Exactly. Any given game.
Because I watch football.
Yeah. Any given game can happen. Any given game.
So
true, but I'm here to tell y'all right now, if y'all think that if you think that we're just gonna continue with the idea that we're going to try to have success with that mentality of trying to have more rushing yards than passing, which, by the way, I don't know if we do collectively. Here's the thing, though. If you're paying a quarterback, you're not going to pay him if that's what he's going to keep doing. Because then anybody could do that. Sorry.
I mean, yeah, you correct, but I was just giving you a scenario. I mean, Sam Darnold is paid. Right now, I think he make like $30-some million.
Right.
And
because he earned it.
Right.
He earned it.
Right. Yeah, last year was a hell of a year.
So why did they have more rushing yards than passing yards yesterday?
I don't understand that either.
It's a team game. It was based on
well,
team
their
game.
paychecks are not going to be based on what the team does. Just keep that in mind.
But we're gonna find out Saturday. But more rushing yards. You guys gonna pound the rock. You guys gonna get 200 yards rushing this week. Get ready to rumble. You guys gonna buck 200.
Okie dokie.
I'm serious.
Anyway, sorry. Let's go. Let's finish up another part of this.
Claire need to handle it.
Sorry. No, go ahead. No, we get we're going to talk about there's obviously some questions that Canales is still asked in this. I just we're going to touch base a little bit more on this and listen to it real quick. Hold on.
Coach, how important is it, as we're talking about this, to play really clean football? I mean, absolutely as clean as you can play during this championship runs, because it always turns on a play that something happens that maybe should not happen.
You couldn't be more right. Whether it's taking care of the ball first and foremost, your technique and fundamentals, but it's also just having your head about you and making smart decisions, and avoiding those penalties that could be avoided, in different situations. And I think, to me, it always starts with great technique, and you don't get fouls in different ways, whether you're blocking or whether you're making a tackle or covering. You don't get a lot of fouls when you're in great position and you have great leverage with great technique and great pad level, and your hands are in the right spot, whether it's on the offensive line, defensive line, or on the perimeter. When your eyes are in the right spot and you shoot your hands the right way, you're usually in good position to execute. And so it always starts off with that. Always starts off with our stance, and then it goes to our where our eyes are at, and then our hand placement to put us in those positions. And then, of course, talk about like post play. Just being smart about the post play on the sidelines. In the sliding situations. All those things we got to be so aware of, because you don't want to give the opponent any edge, especially in these championship moments.
Post game is usually as far as the minutes after a game with the guys talking, recapping the game. And there was some of that, but a lot of attention, forward momentum into this Tampa Bay game. Is that something you kind of instilled in your chat with them afterwards, or is that just kind of what this team's all about, that they recognize that on their own?
Yeah, they certainly recognize the opportunity that's in front of us. And while we're all on the same page, I did mention that to them, but that was the focus and the look as the guys were walking off the field. It's like, we know, okay, let's check in on the things that we got to improve for today, but we got to go. We got to go, especially because we're playing on Saturday. Let's go. We got this opportunity right in front of us, and we're ready to get after it.
So, okay. So, here's going to be my question.
It means business.
I mean, yes. Let me not start. But no, here's my thing. So he just talked about clean football. He just gave literally a very intricate spiel about playing clean football. Do y'all feel that we are should we still be having these still needing to clean up things and playing clean football conversations, knowing the implications of the game on Saturday and knowing that we are about to go potentially into the playoffs, into the postseason, and we are still having conversations about playing clean football and trying to be better at playing clean football?
Yes, absolutely. Because even when you hear other teams in past years that were going into the playoffs, I've heard quite a few coaches say as they were coming into the playoffs or the practice going into the playoffs, how they want to make sure that they got these little things cleaned up and different things of that nature. And it sounded more like to me in that presser, it was more like he said they're on the same page, but he just wanted to kind of reiterate the point. I think that you do that. I mean, you want to make sure that all the boxes you can check off before you go in such a meaningful game. You want to make sure that every stone has been overturned, so you can, you're not caught off guard. Now, one of the things that I can say that I believe in that It's for the simple fact, like the last 2 seasons, well, not last season as much, but the season before that, like with the O-line, right? We had a
Right.
lot of false starts, holdings, a lot of just undisciplined things, right? They came in, they really focused on it, right? And we've been able to be next man up even this year with the O-line. Defense. The defense was atrocious. We couldn't tackle. We weren't in position. We were the worst defense statistically in NFL history. They looked into that. Let's fix these things. Let's work on that. And let's be quite honest. The play of this defense that we have right now was not the play even remotely that we had at the beginning of the season. People were starting to think at one point of the early part of the season that this defense might match last year.
I was one of them, because I even said in the first 5 weeks, I'm like, we look like we haven't done shit to make this defense better.
Right. So for me, it's kind of one of those things. I actually feel better that he is at least like, hey, this is the things this year, these games right here, we did this, or we took our foot off the gas, or we were smelling ourselves too much. Gentlemen, we can't do that now. We've got to come in there with purpose. And I'm cool with it, but I understand your question because, just how we've been so inconsistent, right? Maybe what you're asking is, like, should we have been better that the cleanup isn't as big? Maybe, but I'm cool with it.
I think for me, it's just we are so far into the season now. The fact that we are still talking about fundamentals that are still needing to be addressed, to me, is still a glaring problem.
But,
we shouldn't be talking about, guys needing to make sure that they're pad level when they're blocking and things of that nature should not still be something that we are talking about week 18.
I do agree.
I'm just saying, clean football, you're not always going to get to play a clean game, but just the fundamentals aspect of it. Anyway, I was going to say, before I go to Poppin', we're going to listen to DB, and then I'm going to Edge Pop, and I'm going to get you guys in here on this, clean football and basic fundamental stuff at week 18. Go ahead. Let's go ahead and listen to this real quick.
Now that it's finally here this week, how prepared is this team for what's at stake?
Man, you got to go get it. You talk about it all year where you want to go and you want to have these opportunities. You got no choice but to go get it. So it is what it is.
How tough was it to have this opportunity today with the Bucs losing? How tough was it to find that out sort of after another missed opportunity?
We had a bad game. We got to flush, get back to work.
Y'all are getting a lot of pressure on Sam early. What was kind of working, and how can you carry that on into next week and possibly into the playoffs?
Every single week's a new week. Scheme-wise, Sam's a good quarterback, hitting a lot of his first reads. So, he did a good job today, and, unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to, get after much in that second half. So, it's one of those things where you got to keep going.
What's your role as a leader here this week in what is the biggest game for this team in a long time?
I think my role is just kind of, take what Coach is saying and, preach it as well. If you don't understand what we got on the line now, I don't know what else to tell you. This is that we live for, playing in the league. So to be able to have this opportunity, especially for me, in a situation where I've never really had this opportunity, I'm going to lay it all on the line.
This team has consistently been on a trend of winning and losing games back to back. What does that say about the resiliency of this team and the ability to bounce back?
Like I said, man, all the stuff in the past don't even matter no more. We got an opportunity in Tampa, and that's the gate to go to where we want to go. So, hopefully we get a chance to play this team in 2 weeks and be able to compete again.
Just talk a little bit more about that, Derek. You haven't been on a lot of teams that go down to the week 18, and here it is in front of you.
To be playing meaningful football in December, man, that's all I ask for. Would love to have been in the situation, where we're already locked in, but it is what it is. We got to go out here and we got to work. We got week 18 next week in Tampa, whether it's Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. I don't even care. We just got to get down there and get ready to play.
How confident are you that you can beat them for a second time?
I'm confident with these guys in this room, man. Every week brings a different challenge. They're going to bring their best. We're going to bring our best. It's going to be a real duel down there.
Derek, understanding that there's no such thing as like a moral victory. This is one of the better offenses in the NFL. Do you feel like you can come out here today going, okay, we did a lot of good things that we can keep with us?
No, you're right. There's no such thing as a moral victory. Trash. We lost.
Whew. No such thing as a moral victory. Wow. Where was that mentality last year?
Or is that mentality the whole year?
I'm not gonna. Well, no, because we actually are trying to contend and actually make it into the postseason now. So we can't. I'm not even gonna. Nope. So I'll ask you two. I know D Money he just hopped out, but Poppin or Edge. I mean, do you guys want to speak real quickly on what I asked earlier, as far as like, do we still feel that is it still an issue that we are still having to talk about playing clean football and fundamentals going into week 18, knowing that there's heavy implications on this game?
Yes.
It's absolutely a problem when you only got
disturbing.
54 yards.
Exactly, and also it's also disturbing the fact. It's also disturbing the fact that we have multiple decent receivers on this damn team, and
Yeah, I'm
yet
about to refresh.
each one of them get less than fucking 3 to 5 targets.
Okay, Poppin, I heard you.
Like, it's pretty sad. It's pretty sad on that part. Like, if we're still talking fundamentals, then why are you even trying to compete? Like, what's the point?
Well,
like,
you're not. They're going to compete no matter what. But
they
I
should have been
think
competing the whole damn year.
Well,
if you're still talking, if you still have to redefine what it means to be out there on that field, what you got to compete for. If you still got to redefine that, then something's not clicking with the team.
Well,
or something's not clicking with the coaches, or something's not clicking with some of the players.
So here's my rebuttal to that, and here's my thing. I think, and I'm guilty of it. I think what we as fans need to understand when it comes to this team is there are good things about this team, and we do not need to constantly try to reinvent the wheel when we are trying to build upon what the good things are. I think the good things that you can find, regardless of, there's going to be hiccups all along the way. It's part of a rebuilding team. It's unfortunate. It sucks. I know a lot of people say constantly, how is it that the Rams, they kind of did that microwave, they microwaved their way to a Super Bowl, essentially. They do that. There's teams who have drafted a quarterback, and the moment they draft that quarterback, they've got their guy. And I mean, look at Drake May with the Patriots and Bo Nix with the Broncos. Like, why can't it happen that, it's not going to happen to every team, but we can't. The mentality, I think we are just so eager to win and to get somewhere in that upper echelon of teams, in that upper echelon of the NFL, because we haven't been there in a while. We were spoiled with Cam Newton and everything else that we had in 2015, and we haven't been back since. We haven't been anywhere near close to that kind of a team since then either. And I think where we screw up is we try to reinvent the wheel when it comes to what we expect this team to be. And our ownership hasn't helped. We've been in a revolving door at both quarterback and the head coaching position, which is not a sound foundation to build any kind of culture on. So there's a lot of things that have gone wrong with this team. The fact that we are one of the worst divisions, if not the worst division in the NFL, but the fact that we have made it to where we are now, we are talking about being in the postseason, even if we are a one and done team when we get to the postseason. The fact that we made it this far after being a 2-15 team, not even 2 years ago, 5-12 team, and we are now talking about potentially going to the playoffs. That's nothing to sneeze at. I was the one pounding the table, not even yesterday, saying that this team has played like they don't deserve to be in. But at the same time, just hearing Derek Brown talk, we have a lot of good leaders on defense. I would love to see growth and leadership development happen on that offense somewhere. I wish it could come from the QB position, but it doesn't seem to really be coming from there. But Derek Brown, I mean, he said everything that I needed to hear in a way. That tells me at least that defense is going to play some kind of really competitive caliber football. And they were the most competitive side of the ball, albeit some mistakes that in the football game that we saw on Sunday. Mike Jack held his own. I know he was a player that Poppin loved. A lot of people were counting him out. And Mike Jack, I mean, he leads the league. He leads all the NFL in pass deflections. I think he's got 13 now.
Yes.
So we've got good things on this team, and we cannot continually get to the point where we are a good team or we have good things, and then we try to reinvent the wheel for the sake of a lot of the bad. To me, it's simple. You replace the bad. If it's broken, fix it. If it's not broken, don't. Sorry, I just saw we had a super chat from JP. Give me 1 second. Hold on. I love that D Brown, Derek Brown. Tells the motherfucking truth. Damn the reporters. Yeah. No, it's true. No, he did tell the truth. I mean, there's no such thing as moral victories. Even if we go 8-9, y'all, you can yeah, it's a better record than 5-12. That's the fact that we would be celebrating 8-9. I mean, that's nothing to, there it is. That's nothing to, I guess, well, yeah, I mean, it's not, because it is improvement, but you're wanting to get to that point where you can be a consistent winning team, even if you may not make it. Because, I mean, there are teams, I mean, we've seen it. There are teams in the NFC and even in the AFC where they are actually winning teams, but they are not making the postseason because of the divisions that they're in and the divisions that are rivaling them. So, I mean, at this point in the NFC South, you are in a division right now, at least, where the only team making it in is the team that wins it out. And we are trying to be that team. And the way that we played Sunday did not look like a team that was anywhere near close to being able to win out on Sunday. We just didn't. We did not score enough points on offense. The defense, there's not a whole lot negative I want to put on the defense, to be honest with you. There were 3 turnover opportunities that were missed, but at least the ball was stopped. I mean, the plays were stopped. But nonetheless, I beg to wonder if we would have actually been able to score any points from those turnovers anyway, with the way our offense was playing, because it seemed like that wasn't going to happen even if we got those 3 turnovers. They might have still ended it in 3 and outs and then punts, at best maybe a field goal, just based on the way the offense was playing, which was a major lack of cohesion and communication and chemistry and execution and everything above. So haven't seen the all 22 yet. As far as seeing where the hiccups were on offense, but anyway, Chester Cat said Derek Brown deserves to be in the Pro Bowl. 57 tackles and 5 sacks. He just got overlooked. I agree. I think, if I'm going to be honest with y'all, there are 3 people who I feel like, and none of them are on offense. Hate to be that person, they aren't. But to me, Derek Brown and J.C. Horn and Mike Jack, because as I know it's not interceptions, but 13 pass deflections is ridiculous. That's, to me, that's the double-digit pass deflections is crazy, or pass defense, excuse me. I think those 3, all 3 of them in their own way got snubbed. I think Mike Jack was probably the more of the odd man out, if there ever would be one. But Derek Brown, I thought Derek Brown could easily get a Pro Bowl. I mean, he's been solid. I know he just came back from injury, but the man has been solid. And he comes back and our run defense improves with the guys that we've got, that we signed. But anyway.
He definitely got snubbed. Like I get why J.C. Horn got it and everything, but Derek, from the simple fact that you saw how our run defense was from 1 year of him not being there to a year where he is here, that should automatically tell you what kind of generational guy we actually have in Derek Brown. Yeah, and he gets overlooked. I still think, I don't know if I think he had the record when he had that over 100 tackles for a defensive tackle. Yeah, wasn't that an NFL record? It was like 114. It was some ungodly number. That was an NFL record
for a defensive tackle.
Even Aaron Donald, who is a defensive tackle, who does have a Super Bowl, who has been Defensive Player of the Year 3 times, doesn't have that record. But Derek Brown has that in a shorter span than Aaron Donald has. That tells you what kind of player Derek Brown truly is.
Oh, Derek Brown's a formidable force on this defense. He was a very big question mark for me for a while, like when he was still on his rookie contract. There was like a year or two where it's kind of just felt like he disappeared. But what I loved is when it was called upon for him to start being the guy, he stepped up to the plate and took it in stride, like it was second nature to him, like he was doing it in his sleep. And that's the kind of player that you want. That's the kind of leader that you want. And that's what Derek Brown is. As far as the offense, Lord, as much as I want to focus on the defense, we can talk briefly about the offseason edge and then we'll get out of here. But as far as the offseason goes, our defense right now is still doing much better than our offense. I don't want to get into a massive quarterback conversation right now, just because I know we're going to try to get out of here pretty soon. But when I'm looking, as I said earlier, just to kind of briefly end it on this note, we've got a lot of question marks, I think, on that offense more than people think. On the defense, it's definitely that linebacker core that needs some help. But the offseason, I'm telling y'all, a quarterback is going to probably be in here, even if it's just for competition for Bryson. It's going to be real competition. I hope at least. Because the glaring statistics for the pass and for quarterback stats for our team are in the bottom half. So, Edge, is there anything you want to add? Not a long show today, obviously, y'all, because we talked a lot about it on Sunday, but just trying to like touch on things that were said in interviews, just the feeling and the vibes of the fans as we go into this final game. Edge, anything?
Like, honestly, the team needs to step up. Like, that's all they need to do. Just step up and play your game.
Exactly. That's a good way to put it. Play your game. Play your game. That's
what we need. And if we can't play our own game, then why are we trying to get to the playoffs? Like, I get why, but you're not playing like a playoff team as a whole.
Right. Well,
and everybody knows the playoffs is a whole new season. And there's a reason why they call it playoffs, because it's a whole new season.
It's almost like it's a whole extra extension of seasons and games.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I've got nothing more. Chat, you guys have been great tonight. Thank you to Driver, D Money, Panther Pickle. I know Poppin was in here. I think he ended up he slid off earlier. Or Poppin's back. Hi, Poppin.
Hello.
What's up?
You good?
Yeah, I got a lot going on.
Oh, I can tell. We're about to hop off, Poppin. Is there anything else you wanted to add?
Yeah, 54.
54.
Keep pounding.
54 keep pounding. Hey, what did JP say? I'll help QB pack his shit and hire 2 men in a truck for him too. I mean, we got to get some competition in here, y'all. We'll see what happens. But either way, it was great having everybody. Short show tonight. You guys have been awesome, and I'll end it on this. Just keep pounding and just keep praying for Saturday. Let's see if we can get this win, y'all.
All right.